In the name of God, I am Kamande Kashi, and I am here with the third part of the International Transportation Training. I have dedicated the third part of the training to getting familiar with customs clearance routes, because when goods enter customs, they encounter different routes. Let's go and get to know these routes together. The types of customs clearance routes that goods may encounter when they enter customs are the green route, the yellow route, and the red route, each of which we will explain in detail in the following slides. In this section, we want to examine and see what the customs green route is. Goods that are placed in the green route are those that do not require standard laboratory testing, do not need any special permits, have no issues regarding the country of origin or the documents provided, and the declared value and tariff in their documents match the customs assessed value and tariff. What does this mean? It means that the documents prepared by the owner of the goods and the value they have declared for those goods match what the customs considers. These goods are always placed in the green route and their process is completed without any issues. What is the most important reason for a product to be placed in the green route? First of all, that company is one that always has a good tax record and pays its taxes on time. It is precise in entering information in its declaration, and there are no discrepancies in the information provided. Third, commercial cards that belong to manufacturing companies always have an easier process in customs, and their goods are placed in the green route. The yellow customs route is not as straightforward as the green route and takes a bit more time. In this route, for the final approval of the goods, a series of tests are required and their compliance with standards must be confirmed. However, this process does not mean a physical reinspection of the goods. Rather, only the documents need to be checked again before the final clearance. If the goods have been cleared from customs within the past 3 months, they will review and examine the catalogs and documents. If the declared value of the goods matches the customs usage value, the goods are allowed to leave customs. So the only difference with the green route is that some documents need to be checked again, and there may be a need for testing to confirm compliance with standards. However, the goods are not physically re-evaluated. What is the red customs route? Goods that are placed in the red route are those that definitely require laboratory testing and standard certification. The documents provided for these goods are either tampered with, incomplete, or illegible. The value that the owner of the goods has declared does not match the estimated value and the customs assessment. In this route, the goods must be fully inspected, their physical control must be carried out again, and their documents must be rechecked by the relevant customs officer. Among the main factors that cause goods to be placed in the red route are the submission of incomplete or illegible documents and the use of a commercial card by companies whose cards have not been issued for a long time. In this section, the factors influencing the determination of the customs route are discussed. It covers who determines whether the route is green, yellow, or red, and what factors this decision depends on. The determination of these routes is mainly done by the customs expert and depends on the following factors. First, the country of origin, meaning where the goods have come from. Second, whether the goods are prohibited, conditional, or actually permitted according to tariffs. This has a significant impact on determining the route of the goods. Third, the type of transaction for those goods, whether the goods were traded without currency transfer, how the transaction was conducted, and whether the goods are new or used. These aspects can influence this matter. The value of the goods is also highly influential, and ultimately the declarant, the clearance agent, or the customs broker for those goods can have an impact on this matter. Well, friends, we've reached the end of the third part of our training. I hope this section has also been useful for you and that you've benefited from it.